Hello, hello, it's World Beater here today. Got a game between myself and Stead with his Slanesh. Let's get things started. So for me, I brought Scarbrand, rather cool pick, really good melee expert, and I brought just the Rage and Body. Make sure I can, any of these flankers do try to stay in here and fight, I can rage them down. And then you have the Demon Princess Slanesh, which is Lash Slanesh and Feeling Foe. Pretty good setup there. Lash Slanesh can be doing lots of damage to my unarmored units, basically. Though the front line should go my way, as I did invest a little bit heavier into the front line, and they'll be able to chew through these Javon Marauders of Slanesh. Though the Bringers of Begaima will be a little bit of a problem, as they'll still do good damage, but they'll be able to wreck through a lot of these units. And we'll see. A little bit of mistake, I should have kept my dogs a little closer to my infantry here, so they can provide infantry support, like I'm doing a little bit over here, and a lot smarter. But I do probably Scarbrand back and an Exalted Bloodletter to try to catch this unit out and rage and body it. And we will see as this side does got to go my way a little bit. Well, it does go my way, as my units are really able to pile on here. A little bit unfortunate though, thought I might do a little better with the Bloodletters in there, but we'll see how that goes for me. Very smart use here, just using this Hero Core to try to pick off my Bloodletters of Corn. I was able to do lots of damage and be able to get them out a lot quicker. Probably nice and Feeling Foe there. And with must stacking, very good. I do get this one Fiend of Slanesh a little bit out, but maybe I should have one dog back here to try to hold them up, as the infantry fight is starting to turn against me here a little bit, and Bounce Power kind of agrees with that, as this hero squad is really doing a number on all my units. So I do start to pull Scarbrand back, realizing the threat. I kind of need Scarbrand here to at least try to block him up and do good damage. On the right side, it's going mostly my way. The left side is completely collapsed, though, which is rather unfortunate. Demon Bringers of Begaima done lots of damage, but they are starting to get wearing down. Especially with the Horde and Corn being popped, just going to make sure they hit extra hard and consistent. This unit does get through, and the right side is still going my way, but it does look rather unfortunate. I'd like to see the Demon Prince and the Soul Grinder kind of team up here, though, on Scarbrand, as they will be able to do loads of damage to him. He's going to fight to choose these Bloodletters of Corn, be very good. Exalted Bloodletters of Corn are going to tear apart these devoted modders. The little bit of mistake, I forgot one dog over here. See if that comes to bite me in the butt. Tactical reserve, actually. That's what that is. That is a tactical reserve, people. As the Brutes of the Hound come back, and very good thing about them is they will not rout, as they'll fight to the last man. And Scarbrand's starting to beat up the Soul Grinder. The Demon Prince is going to have something to say about this. Almost rather have the Soul Grinder stay here and start 2v1ing Scarbrand. Would probably be a very good point. Go very well for Slanesh, as a 2v1 is very hard for a single entity to win. Scarbrand is going to chase after the Demon Prince though and get some really good hits in the back there. Nice damage. The Zelda Brothers are just tearing apart. We're going to forget about that unit. That's just tactical reserves. Scarbrand's going to keep on tearing the Soul Rider apart, though he is going to start to get 2v1 here, and that's going to turn against him very quickly. Which that is the one way for me to lose this very quickly, is if I lose my Lord here. Sorry about that, I had a little bit of a coughing fit, not feeling the greatest, just a little bit of sore throat still. I've been a little sick lately, but let's get back into things. As Scarbrand tries to take on both of these. I'm getting a little bit of support here from the Roots of the Hound, but they are very low, and there's lots of Slanesh support, so we'll see. Bounce Power is pretty dead even, as we'll see if it just really depends on how well this fight goes. Again, the Demon Prince is going to pull back here. Maybe still would like to see him come in here and help support the Soul Grinder. Soul Grinder will get pretty easily finished off here without its support. And we do eventually win this right flank mostly, so I just pull these units over to start supporting. Scarbrand is getting very low, and I pop his Rage and Body just to make sure that I can't run away. Very good stuff, and I'm going to pull him over here to try to get on this Demon Prince to get extra shots in. You have an Exalted Bloodletter, and that's going to be really hard for the Slanesh to clear in this endgame. You'll see though, nice Rage and Body pops over here so he can't run away now. Has to take the fight, can't use his abilities to help swing it his way. A little bit of jank here, rather unfortunate for me, as it does kind of prevent Scarbrand from getting some of his hits off with it. But there he goes, he starts hitting back. And we're looking really good, it looks really well here, especially with Rage of Corn. But Scarbrand does take another shot, and he really doesn't seem to be making a lot of his hits currently, which is really unfortunate. And he keeps getting hit, especially with the Silver Wrist and Musk lowering his melee defense, making it rather rough for Scarbrand, as he takes another hit, getting very low, and if he routs, that is very bad. So it'll be really hard for them to deal with Exalted Bloodletters, and Bounce Power agrees, but they could probably do it with some Psycho Charging. Scarbrand just keeps getting hit, and isn't really doing that much damage back at this point. I was rather disappointed. Takes a nice little hit damage there, but he will end up falling. So now it just comes down to the Exalted Bloodletters and the Tactical Reserve in the corner. But it is not looking good for the Demon Prince, as the Bloodletters will do tons of damage and it'll tear up these fiends. As it starts to just kind of, balance power starts to go away from him a little bit here, as more and more of these units just start to tear up what's left of the Slaanesh forces. And fiends will not have a good time at all into this, as they instantly take major damage and just start to crumble basically immediately. And once they crumble, it'll just be a Demon Prince, and the Demon Prince will not be able to do this. If he had a last Slaanesh, that would be really nasty right now, but I don't think he does. And they're just going to start to tear him apart here. I think I do realize that these are left out. Nope, not quite. Oh, yep, there they go. Tactical Reserves are starting to come in, and that will really just end this battle for sure. There's no way he kills the Fleshhounds too with the Exalted Demons. They still have four of them surviving and tanking. So we'll see as the bounce power takes heavily now, as there really isn't nothing to deal with them. And that will be GG, well played to the Stead. Alright, we'll get into the after screen here, and this was just a kind of a fun game. We just wanted to try out a couple factions, get some games in. Scarbrand did very well for himself, actually paying for himself, surprising. This happens though when he actually gets in melee and doesn't get shot to death. Exalted Bloodletters did very well for themselves too. Really coming in clutch in the end game. Brutes of the Hound did pretty well for themselves. Most of these just died, but they still did really good damage in the end, and Fleshhounds are always just an amazing unit. Anyway, subscribe, hit the like button. We'll see you around tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.